turning them into for-profit. I mean, do we have to sell our children to the billionaires? Do they have to steal our kids' brains? I'm sorry. They have just gone one step way too far when they're trying money off the poorest people in America. Yeah. 55 million public school children that they're trying to privatize.
I've seen $2, $4, and $6 trillion in student loan debts right now. I mean, it's nuts. Bob, thanks for the call. I mean, that's mostly higher education, but it's crazy. We'll be back. Eric Michelman is going to be with us, the campaign director of the More Than Scientists campaign. Stick around. Past the hour. Thom Hartmann here with you. This year it's really come home for me, says Abby Swan at the University of Washington. It's not polar bears, it's people, says Catherine Hayhoe at Texas Tech University. Our parents didn't gamble with us, quite the opposite, say Carrie Emanuel at MIT. Who are these people? What do they have in common? What's going on here? Eric Michelman is the campaign director of More Than Scientists campaign, the website morethanscientists.org, that being the website I was just reading some of those clips from. Eric, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Joining us, tell us about morethanscientists.org.
Well, the goal is to bring climate scientists, working climate scientists, and kind of introduce them to the public, help the public get to see them, hear their message, see them in person, and hear not just their scientific message, but their personal message. The idea that, they spend their lives studying climate change, and as fellow parents, community members, citizens, neighbors, they're concerned. There's so much misinformation, disinformation, just FUD thrown out about climate science and climate change. Mm-hmm. If you just watch the news, just read the news, it's hard to know, what's real. And that's really unfortunate because from the scientist's perspective, it's very clear. The scientific community has no doubt that climate change is real. It's happening. The latest surveys show 97% of climate scientists agree it's happening, it's real, it's largely man-made.
Yeah, and if you look at peer-reviewed, published information and you filter out those scientists who take money from the fossil fuel industry, I believe it's 100%, Eric.
Yes. I've been working with these scientists, talking to them, interviewing them for over a year now, and I always ask, do you know any other scientists personally, anyone you work with, who doesn't believe climate change is man-made? Not a one.
Yeah.
No, none of them.
Yeah. Have you? I don't know if you saw the movie Merchants of Doubt. It opened in theaters this last weekend.
I'm going to see it this weekend. I'm looking forward to it.
Louise and I saw it Sunday. It is astonishing. In fact, I want to get the guys who made that movie on as well. It's just amazing. Now, you're using this 5 memes. Can you tell me about this?
Oh, those are just, like for Facebook, Twitter, just to get some attention.
Oh, okay. All right. So tell me about this video that you're putting this together into one large video?
No, there are many small videos, and the goal really is so the public can see a wide assortment of climate scientists. Right. And these aren't the people you normally see in the news. These are just working people. They could be living next door to you. Mm-hmm. I want to let you know that there's many of them, just broadly. They're all here to tell you it's real. And as a person, as a parent like you, as a neighbor, as a community member like you, I'm concerned. Because, a big part of the FUD that's being put out on this is to cast doubt on not just the science, but the motives of the people working on it. It's just a tactic, and it's not fair. It's not real. And one of the things we want to do is build trust between the public and the science and the scientists. And what better way to do that than bring them to you and let you see them?
Have the scientists talk to the public.
As just regular people.
Yeah. Well, you're doing a marvelous job of it at morethanscientists.org, Eric. It's an absolutely marvelous job. And any last points that you'd like to make on this?
No, that was in a nutshell.
Yeah. Okay.
Please watch them and, see what you think.
Will do. Eric Michelman, he's the campaign director of the More Than Scientists campaign. morethanscientists.org is the website. Thank you for dropping by, Eric.
Thanks, Tom.
Good talking with you. Let's see here. Dan in Great Lakes, Illinois. Hey, Dan, you're on the air.
Hello. Once again, as always, God bless you for what it is that you do.
Thank you.
You talked about Ronald Reagan. One of the chords that you strike in my person is when you talk about the Ronald Reagan administration.